Hey guys, how's it going? So myself Kushagr, and today we are gonna be building a filtering table using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So this is what our filtering table is gonna look like. So this is a bunch of test data in rows, and then we are gonna be like say searching something like this, and then it's gonna filter in real time, and it will show the data. So here we can see AS is present here, and then AS is present here, and AS is present here. Sorry, here. So let's check out some other data, and and if nothing is present, then it will show item not found. So this is what we are gonna be building, and let's go ahead and start building this. So this project is actually inspired from this video, filtering table using JavaScript from the Practical Code Academy's channel. So let's go ahead and build this. I'll be referencing this. So let me grab my coded. Oh, cool. We shift this a bit, and I'm gonna be removing everything else. So, net guys. So I'm gonna start my project from scratch. So our project contains three files: index.html, main.js, and style.css. So let's just start with the index.html. So this is the standard template of index.html. We have HTML document, head and body. So first let's link our style sheet. So, CSS. And this body we are gonna be linking a script. Name is JS. Okay, cool. So now inside the body tag we are gonna be having first a heading. Its name is filtering table, and then we are gonna be having one div container class, and inside this we are gonna be having one input bar. So add this type equals text, and place folder we are gonna be typing type to search, and what's remaining is class. I'm gonna give it a name of filter input. Okay, and inside the input we after the input we are gonna have another div of class contain class output. In the output tab we are gonna be having our table. So yeah, that's it. So now let's go ahead and style this. First we are gonna save this and refresh this. This is what our HTML is gonna look like. Start this. So first we're gonna remove all the padding and margin. So after this we need to include this box sizing, box uh, so what it does is basically, so I will just give you an example. You need to go ahead and look into this. So if we don't include this statement, so what happens is, suppose if we give a container, a div container of a width of 500 pixels. So what happens is, if we don't include this statement, and for that div container, if we include a statement of border, let's say 5 pixels left and right, So it includes a 5 pixel border left and 5 pixel border right. So the width will become 500 plus 5 plus 5. So basically total of 510 pixels. But if we include this statement box sizing border box, what it does is basically it will reduce that containers width to only 500 pixels. So if we so what will happen to the border? It will be coming inside of that container. So total width will be 500 pixels. So and inside that border will be of 5 pixel. Border will be of 5 pixel left and right, and the div container length will be 490 pixels. So total 490 plus 5 plus 5 500 pixels. So that's what it does. So in case you don't understand this, you need to look into this. So that we are gonna be uh, building this body inside the body tag. First I'm gonna be using this font family of Arial, let's say. Then wait, I did 100 white. Background color, let me give it a gray color, this color. So you guys look, yeah, this is what I want. And then I'm also including one display flex. So if I just do this and refresh this, so it's gonna create a horizontal row, and I need to play it column wise. So flex direction, if I make this column, then it will be vertical, be column wise. Now inside the body we have two tags. One is the h1 tag, and after h1 tag we have this container, right? We have our two. So first let's uh, do the h1 tag. So text align center and refresh, it will come in the center. And then I'm gonna give it a margin 50 pixels 0. So what it does is it gives a 50 pixel from the top and the bottom, and left and right is 0. Okay, the text align is center, so it automatically give it a 0. Like if you don't include it, then it will give 50 pixels from left and right as well. And let's increase the font size as well. So font size will, yeah, this looks all right now. And now let's go ahead and deal with the container. So I'm gonna give it a padding of 2 rem. Yeah, spelling mistake. Padding is working, and now I'm gonna give it a background color of white. Cool. So background color is white, and then so if I give it as a margin of 0 auto, basically what it does is margin from the top and bottom will be 0, and it will automatically set the left and right margin automatically, and it will make it in the center, make this div in the center. So if I refresh it, see, this will come in the center. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna include the width. I refresh it, give it a full screen view. So as you can see, this is total 110 pixels, and if we full, so yeah, this right. Let's get the border radius of see, yeah, it in the kind of thing. Okay, let's also give this a box shadow. Box shadow, I like it very evenly, like so all around the edges, a bit of shadow. I do it like this. So, and minus 6 and here of 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is what it's gonna look like. So it gives a shadow and it creates like a 3D look. Now let's go ahead and deal with the filter input. So in the filter input, I'm gonna give it a width of and I don't like this out. I'm gonna outline with basically what happens if I click on it, then you can see it creates a dark border, right? I'm gonna remove that. If I click on it, you can see it's not creating any more that dark. Okay. And after that, I'm gonna increase the height to this. Font size you can adjust accordingly. Like and let's give it a border radius. Border radius and give it a border. There will be 1 pixel. Cool. Look like this. So after that, I'm also gonna give it padding. So I've given this looking okay now, and I think I am need to give bottom because at the bottom we are gonna include our table. So yeah, so it's looking okay for now. Now we are gonna. So I think now let's come to our main.js file. So now what we are gonna do is so first we need to create the test data. So I'm just gonna in it somewhere. So this will be our table data. Inside the table we have an array of JSON object. Basically, at this we have property of name, age, company, designation, skills. You can include whatever you want. I have included this, and this is just test data. Don't go by it because these are all comedians' name, and so whatever value I write, test data. Now let's go ahead and introduce font there. So what it does is set keys table. So what I'm here doing is basically inside our table array, I'm extracting the first uh, object and taking all the keys. So basically table header is the it will give an array of all the headers. I just console.log this dot log table here, save it, fetch this. You can see give all these table headers, name, age, company, designation, and skills. We could have also put one also, but yeah, we just properties from that. So after that, what we are gonna do is we are gonna include two variables. So one is search. So document dot the selector, and we are gonna give it as a class that we defined in our HTML element filter input. That will be our search. Will be gonna the output only. I've saved these two variables. Now I'm gonna add two event listeners. What happened? Let me write this. And DOM so and I'm gonna create one function load table, and also search dot add event listener, and where we are going to be listening for the input event, and then we are gonna. So what happens is whenever the window is loaded, so whenever we refresh it and we are listening for one event DOM content loaded. So as soon as the content is loaded, our load table function will run. We are gonna be creating one function load table, and inside this we are gonna be doing some stuff, and similarly inside the function filter, what will happen is whenever we type something inside the search, because search is using this filter dot input class. So whenever we type something, it will listen for the input and it will run this function filter. Okay, I hope you are understanding this. So inside our load table function, first whenever the content is loaded, we want to display our table. Okay, so how we are gonna be doing this is so we are gonna be creating one variable, let temp goes to our table. Gonna be using so first we are gonna be creating our table, and inside the table we are gonna be having our table row. Okay, so this will be our temp variable initialized, and then what we are gonna be do is we are gonna be first creating the table headers. So how we can do this is our table headers are inside this table header variable. We are gonna copy this. We are gonna put it here, and inside this loop for each header for each, and inside this for each header, what we are gonna do is temp. We are gonna add it inside the temp variable using this, and header, and we are gonna close the temp header, and this gonna be uh, header. This is will be our header, and let me show you guys. So, mhm, yeah, so I think you are able to see it now. So, log header. Go ahead and save this. This you can see all the headers are gonna be right. Whenever the window is loaded, the header is run. And now what we are gonna do is we are also after the header we are also gonna include rows. So how we can include those is using our this table variable. What we are gonna do is next uh, add our uh, we need to include this row. And after that table dot for each, and inside that we are going to get one row. And what we are gonna do, what we are gonna be doing is basically mm, that gonna be introducing we have closed and inside we are gonna be doing, uh, each. So how we can do is using row name, including all the properties inside this table. So we have five headers, so we are going to be writing each one by one. So so after the name, we can write age, and what were the other properties? Company, and the other property was designation, and the last one is see. Now after that table is done, and now inside the temp we just need to close our table. So, okay, and after that we are gonna be outputting this dot inner email. So yeah, so if I go ahead and refresh this, you can see all the headers is coming, and as well as all the values are coming. Yes. So I think I'm gonna make some change. Like we want the heading to be in uppercase. So I'm gonna change to refresh this. Now it's coming a little better. So we have got all the elements, but now we want a, whenever we are searching that, then only that data is only displayed. So how we can show this is using our filter function. So inside our filter function, first we are gonna be creating two variables. Let results, and we are gonna be declaring another variable, that is temp as well. So for initializing these, and now first we need to listen to whatever the results uh, we are uh, we are typing in the input bar. So what will happen is whenever we are listening to the event, we are gonna get an input variable of e, like event. What you can write whatever you want. So basically this will be an event passed to this function, and what we can do is we want to search for the results, like whatever contains all these values. So what we can do is results equals to, and inside the table we are gonna because table is an array, we are gonna be filtering that table, okay? And inside, for each item, what we are gonna do is item, but now the property, so item has like name, age, company, designation. So let's for this example take age, and item dot age dot includes e dot target dot value. So what we did here is basically inside the table, for each item we are checking if the age property includes whatever we typed in here. So let me show you how we can see. So anyways, we can just console.log this results. So and refresh this. So as you can see, if I type 2, like if I just remove this 2, then all the objects will come because there is nothing in the input. And as I type 2, you can see we have this 4 variables wherever 2 is mentioned. So in the age we are matching 2. So here if I type 7, only one will come whose age is 7, like that. Remove this. So now, but what we want is whatever we are typing should be it shouldn't search just age, also search like name, designation, company, and everything else. So here what we can do is um, we can let me just write it here. We can just copy this. Just one more thing before that. So we are gonna also have to handle the lowercase, because if we type something like capital A, then it will only search for capital A. But if we want it be irrespective of the case, so what we can do is we're gonna convert it to lowercase, to case, and also this value to the lowercase. Now we're gonna have to for these, and for the last so first properties are name, then age is fine, then company, and in designation, I think we are skills. Yeah, this is what uh, this is what our results gonna look like, and after that what we can do is if we don't type anything, then for that we are gonna put condition if results but length is greater than 0, then so uh, so we need to display this, and for displaying, we can borrow the code from here, use all this code, but nice now, but the thing is, instead of table we want whatever results we filtered, we need to include those only, right? So this each looks okay, and then time to, yeah, it's fine. And then if that's not the case, we are gonna be showing temp this, we are gonna be having one div container, and it's not div, and then class give it no item, so item, so it will be showing item not found. So, and after that we are gonna be displaying it output put dot inner HTML post. So that's it, guys, for this filter function right here. Made a mistake in made a mistake in the arrows, sorry, brackets. Looks, so yeah, you can see search function is working. Yeah, working fine. And here, I remove this. Now let's go ahead and style this. So for styling, it's a bit simple. We have one table, and we're gonna also style the headers. So this header, and along with all the rows, and we're gonna give the even rows color of a different color, maybe blue or something. So, and the no item, we are gonna give it a red color. We have defined this no item class. Let's go ahead and so for the table tag, so I'm gonna remove all the border. Push it, and our headers have the same class. So we are gonna align it center, and giving it a 8, give it Let me show you it in full screen. It's gonna look like this. Okay, for now. Now we are gonna give it a. So what we can do is the even rows and the background color will be. Let me show you in full screen. This looking nice, right? But if there's something item not found, we need to color this as well, style this as well. So we can do is for no item. That's a class we made in JavaScript, and we're gonna give it a border of okay. And text will be in red color. So the item is not found. So the warning, and I give it a background of pink. See, now looking nice. The left. And give it a nice. Let's give it a border radius. Radius. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. In the full screen, our filtering table is gonna look like this. See, yeah, yeah, it's working, guys. So that's it, guys. If you like this video, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.